All right, so we are going to get started in a child's pose, please. So you'll go ahead and bring your hips towards your heels and your forehead to the mat. And if you need to choose between hips to your heels or forehead to the mat, choose forehead to the mat. Body, shoulders, relax your face. I invite you to close your eyes. Start to become more internally aware. Start to become focused on what's going in inside of you, your sensations. Noticing your thoughts without getting caught up in them. Noticing your breath. No need to manipulate the breath or change it in any way at this point. Just notice what it's doing. Maybe feel your body on your inhales. And feel the ground beneath you on your exhales. And as we move today throughout the different postures, know that this child's pose is always available and provides an opportunity to reconnect with your breath and reconnect with your internal experience. And it's a journey that we all do individually, but in practicing as a group, we have the benefit of experiencing it together. So we'll breathe together as we start. First, exhale all your air out. Maybe making an SH sound. Inhale, inhale deeply. Coat your throat. Fill up to the top of your head, to the tips of your toes, and then exhale it out, maybe with a sigh. Rotate your forehead from side to side. Inviting a nice massage in the forehead. Bring your forehead back to center. Now stretch your arms so far forward that your fingertips almost reach the front of your mat and your elbows lift off the mat. And as you gently pull your arms forward, feel your hips pulling backwards. As you open up in the side of your body, becoming aware of the space in between your ribs. Now release your arms back into a child's pose. I'm going to read a passage today from the Book of Awakening. And I invite you to use this passage to maybe set an intention for your practice, but you can also set whatever intention you'd like. It's called Remembering and Forgetting. Juan Ramon Jimenez says, "What can I do to always remember who I really am? And Mark Nepel writes, most of our searching is looking for ways to discover who we already are. In this, we are a forgetful species, and perhaps what Adam and Eve lost when kicked out of Eden was their ability to remember what is sacred. Thus, we continually run into mountains and rivers, run to the farthest sea and into the arms of, and some of us lead simple lives, hoping to practice how not to forget. But part of our journey is this forgetting and remembering. It is a special part of what makes us human. So what can we do? Well, it is no secret that slowness remembers and hurry forgets. Softness remembers and hardness forgets. That surrender remembers and fear forgets. One more time, we'll breathe together. Exhale all your air out. Take a slow, deep inhale. Exhale, maybe with a sigh. We'll get to facing dog. So gently press your palms into the mat. Send your hips up and back. And curl your toes under as we find our first downward facing dog of the hour, or 45 minutes. And let this first downward facing dog be exploratory. Bend one knee, then the other. Bend both knees together. Shake your head no, nod your head yes. Maybe sway your hips from side to side. Now we'll add some precision to the shape. Your hands are about shoulder width distance. Press into your fingertips, the palms, the pads of your hands. Use some of the strength of your arms to shift the weight into your legs. Start to bring your head and your chest towards your thighs. And send your hips up towards the point where the back wall meets the ceiling. Put a slight bend in your knees if that helps you lengthen your spine. Nice. And then send your heels towards the mat. It's okay if they don't touch. Take an inhale as you lift your right leg up and back. Exhale as you bend your knee and bring your knee into your nose. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, bring the leg up and back. Exhale, bring your knee to your upper right arm. See if you can get skin to skin. Nice. Inhale, lift the leg up and back. Exhale, cross it over, knee to upper left arm. Maybe look over your left shoulder. Inhale, send it up and back. Exhale, bring your foot down to meet the left. We switch to the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, bend your knee. Bring your knee into your nose. Get small like a ball. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, knee to upper left arm. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, cross it over, knee to your upper right arm. Look over your right shoulder. Nice. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, brings both feet down. You're in downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look towards the front of the mat, and walk to the front of the mat and hang heavy in your forward fold when you arrive there. Experience a full release in your forward fold. Heavy your head more than you think you are. And let your arms hang by your side. You can sway side to side. You can grab for opposite elbows in your arms. You can put a deep bend in your knees And let your chest and your torso drape over your thighs as you heavy your head down. Now pressing your feet into the mat, maybe putting a slight bend in your knees, slowly roll up to standing, arms heavy, face soft. Head comes up last. And when you reach the top of your mat, we'll do some shoulder rolls. So roll your right shoulder back in a circle twice. And roll it forward in a circle twice. Good. Left shoulder back, 2 circles. And left shoulder forward, 2 circles. Both shoulders back in circles. And both shoulders forward. Now inhale, scrunch up your shoulders, scrunch your face. Exhale, release your shoulders down and back. Once more, inhale, shoulders up, scrunch up your face. Exhale, shoulders down and back. Inhale, lift up your arms, biceps framing your ears, standing mountain pose. Close your eyes if it's available. Return to your breath. And let that be the only thing that you do. Slowly remembering your steady breath in and out your nose. Feel your feet grounded, all 4 corners. Lift up on your quads, your glutes. Press the navel in. Rotate your pinkies towards one another to relax the shoulders down. And relax your face. If you close your eyes, open them. Now take a deep inhale as you look up, reach up, get 10 feet tall, and then maybe start to go back, weight in your heels to protect the lower back. Now exhale, dive forward, back into forward fold. We'll take that again. Inhale all the way up, standing mountain pose, biceps frame the ears, reach up, reach back. Exhale, gracefully dive forward, forward fold. And take that 2 more times on your own. Your inhale takes you up, reach up, stretch your body high, maybe go back. Exhale. Release down into a loving forward fold. Breathe as we move, being gentle and remaining tethered to the feeling of our breath. Back and forward fold. We'll inhale to come up halfway into a half lift. Hands on shins or thighs. Shoulders away from ears. Press your navel in and feel the length of your spine out the crown of your head. Take an inhale here. Exhale, place your hands down. Step your feet back to come into high plank. Shoulders over wrists. Heels in line with toes. Try to connect with that slow and steady breath as you press the navel in and send your thighs up and back. If your knees need to come down to the mat, feel free to do that. It's a lovely way to flow. On an inhale, feel as though you're pressing the mat away. Exhale, lower down halfway, elbows into ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog, fronts of your feet on the mat. Shoulders back, chest forward. Big exhale takes you back into downward facing dog. Hips up, curl your toes under. Inhale, lifts the right leg up and back. Take tiny sips of air as you lift it higher, higher, higher. Now bend the knee, roll it open. Imagine you're drawing circles in the sky with your knee. Wiggle your ankles, wiggle your toes, roll out the ankles. Still breathing. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Left foot comes your heels to you. Now go ahead and lift up your arms. You're in warrior one. Good. Return to your slow and steady breath. Feel all four corners of your feet on the earth. Center your knee over your ankle. Good. Keep that back leg straight and strong. And squeeze your back glute to allow you to lengthen in your lower navel. Stretch your arms using your pinky fingers. Take one more inhale, sit low, reach high. Good. Exhale, release. Hands down. You're in high plank. Now listen carefully. Don't take your flow just yet. Bring your left hand into the center of the mat. Now roll over onto your left leg. Come into side plank. Good. Press away with your hand to lift up your hips. Keep breathing. Take one more inhale, glance up at your hand. Exhale, release, come back into plank. Inhale, push the mat away. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Take tiny sips of air as you lift it higher, higher, higher. Now bend the knee, roll it open. Drawing spirals in the sky with your knee. Wiggle your toes. Rotate your ankles or your ankle. You only have one ankle on this side. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, step it in between your hands. Right foot comes down, heel to heel, lift up, warrior one. Good. Invitation to close your eyes. And remember how it feels. Slow and steady breathing in and out of your nose. Rotate your pinkies together towards one another to relax your shoulders down. And pick one other area that you're holding tension and try to just let it go. Maybe it's your face. Maybe it's your jaw. Inhale, reach up, sit a little bit lower. Exhale, release, hands down. Step your left foot back to meet the right. Pause in high plank. Bring your right hand to the center, roll over onto your right leg. Side plank on the right. Good. Press your palm into the mat as you lift your hips higher. Take one more inhale, gaze at the back of your left hand. And exhale, release. Come back into a high plank. And you can take your flow or just return back to downward facing dog. Lovely. Bend your knees, look towards the front of the mat, and step or hop if you'd like towards the front of the mat. And when you get there, find your forward fold. Separate your feet, hips width distance, 2 fists in between your hands. And then inhale, sit your hips low, lift your arms up for chair pose. Weight in your heels, knees over ankles. Sit your hips a little bit lower as you press your torso in. Lift your chest up and feel the energy leaving out through your pinky fingers through the underside of your arms. We'll stay for 3 more breaths. And remember your intention here. That's 1. That's 2. Last one, sit a little bit lower. That's 3. Go ahead, exhale, forward fold. Put your left hand down on the mat, lift your right arm up. We'll come into a side twist. Put a bend in your left knee if you need to, right leg is straight. Slow and steady breath. Both hands down. Right hand down, left arm up. Other side. And bend to your right knee. Gaze up at the back of your hand. Breathe. Exhale, release both hands down. Press both feet into the mat and lift up all the way to standing, slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Head comes up last. Bring your feet closer together. Eagle wrap our arms. So identify your right arm, swing it underneath your left, crossing at your elbows. Good. And maybe also crossing at your wrists. And if you're tight in your shoulders, you can just cross your arms over your chest. And then inhale, we're going to sit low back down into our chair. Good. Now inhale, lift up your right leg, cross it over your left. Beautiful. Squeezing your inner thighs together to sit lower. Lift up on your chest to sit up straight. Press your arms into your chest and your chest back into your arms. Relax your shoulders. We'll stay for 3 breaths. You got this. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Go ahead and unravel. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, arms by your side. Other side. Left arm comes to right, crossing elbows, crossing wrists. Sit back down into your chair. Lift up your left leg, cross it over your right. Nice. Lift up in your chest. Yep. Squeeze your inner thighs together, see if that lets you sit lower. We got 3 breaths. That's 1. That's 2. Third breath, maybe sit a little bit lower, sit up a little bit straighter. That's 3. Go ahead, release, lift up. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale takes you up halfway, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step back, take your float. Really good work. And we'll breathe together. Exhale all your air out. Breathe in something new, sustaining. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step it through in between your hands. Get small like a ball. Land it lightly in between your hands. Left foot comes down. Now windmill your arms up into warrior two. Feel all four corners of your feet on the mat. Knee over ankle. And bring your right butt forward, down, and in. And if that doesn't really resonate, just try to feel for it. Reach your arms wide, reaching from the underside of your arms out towards your pinky fingers. Inhale to sit lower. Exhale, flip your front palm. Reach your torso forward. Send your arm up and back for your reverse warrior. Your left hand can be on your shin or on your thigh. You can wrap it behind your back. Rotate your pinky towards your face to relax the shoulder. Still sitting low. Nice. Take one more inhale to reach. Now straighten your front leg. It's reverse triangle. Now bring your arms back out to your side. Good. Stretch your arms apart. Inhale, send your right arm forward. Now send it down. Come into triangle. So both of your legs are straight. Your back leg is pointed in a little bit. Good. Maybe gaze up at your front hand or your top hand. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release. Bring your hand down. Step your foot back. Take your foot. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through and right foot down, circle up, warrior two. Close your eyes. Reconnect with your slow and steady breath. Maybe remember your intention and see if you can let your intention inform how you experience this pose. On an inhale, maybe you'll sit a little bit lower if that's available. Exhale, flip your front palm. Inhale, lift your arm up, send it back. Come into reverse warrior. I invite you to keep your eyes closed and still be able to take slow and steady breaths in and out of your nose. Take one more inhale, sit lower, reach your arms further up. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Come back into warrior two arms. Shift your arm forward. Bring it down to your shin or to the mat. Right arm up for triangle. Send your left foot in as you send your chest back, almost as if you could lay on the wall behind you. Stretch your arms apart. And rotate your torso and your chest towards the side wall. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release. Hands down, step back. Take your flow. Nice job. So we have one more little burst of work before we start to slow it down, wind it down. So bend your knees, look towards the front of the mat. Step or hop, leading with your hips to the front of the mat. Nice hop. However we got there, nice job. Bring your feet together to touch. So legs touch, thighs touch. If you have one long leg. Bring your hands together to touch and interlace only your thumbs. Still in your forward fold. And then inhale, sit your hips low and lift your arms up, biceps framing your face for your thunderbolt. Good. So it's just like a chair, but now everything is together, which might allow you to sit a little bit lower. Stretch your wrists away from your head. Now bring your hands down to heart center. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Good. Press into your palms. Gaze over your right shoulder. And we'll stay for 2 breaths. That's 1. That's 2. Go ahead and come back to center. Now inhale, come all the way up to standing, release your hands. Bring your left knee to your chest. And then use your finger and your thumbs to grab onto your big toe. Good. Straighten your leg as straight as you can get it. Or you can leave the knee bent, whichever you got. Now release your hands. Release your hands and you can keep your legs straight or bent. Now send your leg behind warrior 3. So you're going to make a T shape with your body. Arms can be out in front of you, or you could have them by your hand, by your chest. So good. Nice. You got this. Can you straighten your right leg a little bit, Elizabeth? Nice. Okay, now put a deep bend in your right knee. And we're going to land in high crescent lunge. So we're going to land with our left foot down, but our heel up. So high crescent is just like warrior 1, except your back heel is lifted off the mat. Take one more inhale. You're going to sit low, and then we're going to all reach back into make a crescent moon shape. Inhale. Exhale, release. Bring your hands down. Step your foot back. Take your flow. Nice job. All right, other side. Bend your knees. Look towards the front. Step or hop, leading with your hips to the front of the mat. Hang heavy in a forward fold. Feet together to touch, legs together. Hands together, interlace only the thumbs. Now sit your hips low, lift your arms up. You're in your thunderbolt. Straighten your arms, stretch, stretch, stretch. Now bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow on the outside of left knee. Try to sit a little bit lower and use the leverage from elbow to knee to twist your bottom ribs up. Gaze over your left shoulder. We'll stay for 2 breaths. That's 1. Send yourself compassion, send yourself love. You're doing great. That's 2. Go ahead and come back to center. And then come all the way up to standing. Release your hands. Send your right knee up to your chest. Grab your right big toe with your right hand. And then you can keep your knee bent, or you can just see how straight you get your leg. Nice. It's a process. Maybe put your left hand on your hip. Beautiful. Nice, Rashida. Go ahead and stay. Now see if you can release your hand and put both hands on your hips, either keeping the knees bent straight or trying to straighten your leg. Good. Send the leg up, 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 up. Go ahead and hinge your knee back, bent, and then hinge your leg back. Come into warrior 3. So you're making a T shape with your body. Your arms can be stretched out or bring your hands to heart center. And if you come out of it, just come back in. All good. Lift that back leg up, 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 up. Cool. Put a deep bend in your left knee. We're going to land in high crescent lunge. Beautiful. As we practice balance, we know that it's a process. And each time we practice, we get a little bit more stable, a little bit more grounded. Take one more inhale, sit low, reach your arms back, make a crescent moon shape. Exhale, release, hands down, step back, take a blow. The half pigeon. So inhale, send your right leg up and back. Exhale, bend your knee. Bring your knee and your shin to the ground. Knee on the outside of your right shoulder. Left leg stretched behind you. And then take a moment, inhale. Find a little gentle back bend. And then exhale, fold your body forward. Maybe you can come onto your forearms. Maybe you can come onto your forehead. And we'll be here for about a minute. Sometimes when our bodies start moving less, our minds can start moving more. See if you can remain aware of your slow, steady inhales as they fill up your belly. And feel your slow, steady exhale. Now send your palms underneath your shoulders. Slowly lift up to an upright position. Maybe take a back bend a little bit. And then we'll meet in half pigeon on the left side. So when you're ready, you can just come into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bend your knee. Knee comes to the ground, outside of your left shoulder. Your left leg and shin is either parallel with the mat or bent towards your groin. Inhale as you take a slight back bend. Relax your shoulders down. Exhale, fold forward. Come onto your forearms, maybe to your forehead. And start to identify places in your body that you're holding tension. Maybe your shoulders, maybe your jaw, maybe your belly. And see if you can use your breath to gently, carefully start to soften those spaces. And sometimes your hips can be speaking during this pose. On these last few breaths, I invite you to use your inhales to breathe into any spaces where you feel sensation. And use your exhales to release any tension so that you can leave behind something you no longer need. Palms get to come under your shoulders. Gently lift yourself up. Take yourself through a flow, doing whatever you need to, or just coming back into downward facing dog. Last flow of class, last downward facing dog of class, and we'll all meet in downward facing dog. And maybe bend your knees one at a time, sway your hips from side to side, taking stock of what's changed, taking stock of what's new. Now gently bring your knees down to the mat. Sit on your heels for hero's pose. In our hero's pose, we appreciate our journeys. Appreciate the energy that we've created, the energy of the collective, even though we are far away. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Now cross your legs underneath you as you send your legs out in front of you. Our last couple of poses here, we'll just come into a forward fold. So feel your sitting bones anchored into the mat. Flex your feet towards your face gently. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. You can grab onto your feet or your ankles or your shins. Tuck your chin into your chest. And we'll stay for about 3 or 4 breaths. And on your exhales, just feel your body sink. And it's more about allowing your body to sink rather than forcing it or pushing. Good. Go ahead and release. Slowly come up to sitting upright. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale by your side. Scoot your bottom to the center of the mat. We'll come into our last pose, well, second to last pose will be boat pose. So bend your knees while you're still sitting upright, or you can straighten your legs. Now inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Exhale, lower and hover over the mat. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Exhale, hover over the mat. Inhale, knees into chest. Exhale, hover, last one. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Exhale, hover, and then just lay all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock your body side to side. Now separate your feet, grab your feet with your hands, happy baby. Bring your knees in towards your armpits. Heels lift up towards the ceiling. Long spine. Now take an inhale, exhale, and then join me in a lion's breath. Inhale, scrunch up your face. Exhale, stick your tongue out. Bring your whole body towards the mat. Come into your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Shavasana, this pose where we put everything together. All that we've learned, all that we've taken in. And let your feet relax. Let your legs relax, your shins. Let your thighs relax. And let your hips relax. Melt your torso towards your spine. Feel your chest relax. Your shoulders melt away from your ears. Feel all 10 fingers become soft and loose. Feel your arms become soft. Feel your neck become soft. Your jaw. Your nose, your forehead. Send yourself gratitude. Remember your intention. It is beautifully difficult to remember who we really are. But we help each other every time we fill up the cup of truth and hold each other up after drinking from it. We'll breathe one more time together. Exhale all your air out. Inhale your longest breath yet. Hold it at the top. And then exhale. Thanks so much for joining. From my heart to yours, be well.
Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
Hi, Rashida.
Hi, Liz.
Thank you, Michelle.